welcome back to another episode of the Kerbal Expedition Season 2. I'm just flying here playing Kerbal Space Room again and doing the Kerbal Expeditions. And today we're going to we're going to add wheels and add flaps to this thing so we can, or not flaps, ailerons and elevators and stuff like that, and see if it can do well in the air. So how are we going to do this? Now, how I make my landing gear is simple. Instead of making a triangle landing gear, as most of my planes are long and have their wings in the center, so making it, putting like 2 gear here and then 1 gear there would be not good, and having 2 gear here and 2 gears on this will not work either. Instead we have a gear on the nose and a gear on the tail, as well as 2 gears on the wings for balance. So we're going to be doing that. Now what we're going to need is, actually first let's take a look at the landing gear first. There they are. Now, you may notice one thing. These are not long enough. Because, well, nose wheel. Use snap. As you can see, they are completely different elevations. So what I did with the Mach 2 is I had little hard points to put these on so they would actually be in the right elevation. But since I was in the old alphas, and now we're in the the full release of the game, as well as a couple patches beyond that. Let's try these. Oh my word, these are humongous. But it should work. It should work. Where do I put these things? There we go. They don't quite fit. These things are just humongous. I think they're. Oh, I didn't click on that game. What point? Yeah, the medium landing gear hitbox is weird. How about large? Everyone saying these are too big. Yeah, these are meant for. Well, these are meant for that basically, and those were meant for the normal version of that, which is that way, yeah. So we're not going to be using those, it looks like, because they just are too big. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to find the dump strut. Where did they put it? That's just the strut, not here. We're using these later, most likely. Looking for a part to put our wings on, or put our wheels on our wings. Here around there somewhere. There you are. Alright. No. Move it up a little bit. Yeah, it should work. So now let's get our wheels. And these should be a good enough level. We need more. Or just bigger. Because I think what's going on... No, actually, let's get another wheel. Because the thing I know what's going on is... these new Mach 2 parts... these ports right here, their bottoms are bigger, than what they used to be. Because before they were half the size. So let's see if those are just those parts, or no, I'm looking for fuel tanks. Rocket fuel, liquid fuel. Oh, they're about the same size, aren't they? Now see, these are half. Actually, no, they're about the same. Actually, we can. An easier way to check this. They're the same size. Yeah, they made them even, which I guess goes. Which I guess goes with the whole Where is it? We have fuel tanks. Those aren't fuel tanks. I'm not. I gotta get. I don't know. I can't find a screen to look at. I'm either working on my monitor or my TV, and they both are not really working out well for me. Not there. Where would it be? How about utility? Yes, you. These cargo bays. Back in the day, cargo bays like this would basically be only facing up or facing down. Because if you try to flip it over, they wouldn't make much sense. Because the bottom would be smaller than the top, and it would just look weird. But now, since they elongated the belly, or they made the belly out further, you can now place it on either side. It's not on either side. It makes no difference. You can either make it a bomb bay or a satellite base like that. So that's probably what happened, and we need to get more wheels. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to add more of these. I had to do this once before with another craft. Don't quite remember which one it was, but another craft required me to do this as well. Bam. Good. Alright. So guys, we're going to get it at least. Oh, they're a little bit bigger. But it's better than nothing, I suppose. We'll see what it's like on the runway in a second. Alright, that should work. Save, and let's see how it sits on the runway. Okay, and sits kind of weird. Brakes. Alright, yeah, this is I'll take it, I guess, for right now. I'll take it for right now, and we'll see once we actually do our horizontal launch testing whether or not this makes sense or not. You know, whether or not it can actually work that way. And we can put 2 on the ends of the wings as well. Actually, you know what? We can do more than this. Bam, and then some over here. Alright, and now we can do a couple on the wing, and a couple on the tail. Alright, you need one unique one actually. I don't think so. Alright, so I think we got it. I think we can now test how this thing performs from horizontal launch. It will not be used on horizontal launch. Not all. It will be taking off vertically, and probably horizontal launch will probably, we'll probably use horizontal launch for landing and taking off like if I land to take a look at the pyramids or the other Kerbal Space Program Center or even some of the monoliths, I can take off like that. So because we'll see, because this thing will be a vertical launch vehicle. It will be rocket speed on its wings, and it will take off vertically from the launch pad if I can figure out how that works. But anyway, let's do this. Let's see how this thing works. Rockets. Alright, drip it down, Bill. We got this. You're up. Okay, this thing takes off horizontally, no problem. Okay, how's our veal status? Oh, these things are very quiet. Oh my word, this thing. I think it's overpowered, just saying a little bit. Oh, we're in rocket mode, aren't we? Oh, can you just... Yeah, close, like we're in rocket mode. That's not good because it's not as fuel efficient as airplane mode. But yeah, I think it's a little overpowered. So we'll see how much fuel we can have. We're going through fuel very quickly. We're also getting a lot of speed. Yeah, this is why I want to launch with rockets, so I can take off that and then not have to use my main engines until we're re-entering or full field maneuvers. But this thing works well. Oh, this thing does a lot of J's. I mean, we'll see how. I think we can fly with this amount of using this amount of engine. Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. Let's take a look from the inside. Jib dive view. Oh, this cockpit is really nice. I can actually see out of it because the windows are not placed so high up. Oh, Bill's kind of happy. All right. Okay. This thing does use this thing does use a lot of engine. I mean, we are in rocket mode, and this thing's not really. It should be in rocket mode only in like the stratosphere. It should be only rocket mode up here, where you need to be rocket mode because there's no air. So we're gonna land. So we're gonna land and see if we can. A, land the thing, and B, if we can. No, we're going to add some air intake to see how well it works there. But how the gears work is nice. It works. Should I turn off the engine? This thing's actually pretty amazing. I like it. It definitely is deserving of the Aurora name. It's definitely Aurora Mk3. Speaking of the Aurora names, the Aurora actually have sub-names as well. Like the first Aurora was just Aurora. The second Aurora, Mk 2, was the Aurora Blackburn, and this thing should be the Aurora Hyper Fighter. Yeah, Aurora Hyper Fighter. Because it'll be in hypersonic half the time, and just fighting stuff with guns. Or, I mean, guns if it's a rail gun, because normal guns will not work at hypersonic speeds, as most guns are not hypersonic. They're only supersonic. The bullets only travel at supersonic speed, so having a hypersonic aircraft, your bullets will actually, you fire a bullet, once it gets out of the barrel, it will go back into the barrel as you're going too fast. Or basically it will lose so much speed, and yeah, it will just not be good. It will just not be good. Let's try a better approach this time. Okay, get the engines up. Actually, gear down. Just wanted to get enough speed. These things are very quiet. No, unless they're at mid-blast. Actually, we're just going to land. We're not going to care about the runway. Initiate brakes. This thing is really nice. It really behaves well. It really behaves very well. Alright, and we're going to have touchdown right now. Touchdown. There we go. Brakes. And this thing can go off field, no problem. And the struts are fine, and then it gets, and then bounces back and forth. Alright. It works well. Alright, recover vessel. Alright, now what? I guess now we're in this air intake and see how fuel efficient this thing is with in air breathing mode. So air intakes. What I want to do is I want to put two big air intakes on the wings. No, two of these. Actually, not these. No. Where are they? Yes. No ease. Actually, what are these? Ooh. Primary take. This would work great for us. But we need to find some. We gotta find someone to put that on the thing. We gotta find some hard point in order to put it on. Some circular hard point. I mean, if all else fails, we just make it like a just make it like the Mk 2 and just have air intakes around the body. Which we're probably going to have to do. I mean, that was a good system. Worked well. Once I figured out the appropriate... I sorry, my mic. Once I figured out the appropriate amount of... Ooh, yes. Engine they sell perfect. It's a little big. By little big, I mean it's humongous. I wish I wanted it smaller, but this might have to do for now. Two of those, and top two are these. And then just imagine, yeah, it works. It just, trust me, it works. Trust me, all the air will, it will go, all the air will be pushed through those tiny little things into this and then into the engine somehow. Yes, that's exactly how these things work, yes. Precisely how these things work, alright. Let's see, we're probably not going to keep these, we're probably just going to do it like the Aurora Mk3 where we had, you know, like the car engine little intakes. We'll try those. Because if these make just no sense, if these cause performance issues, we'll do those. Alright, engines. Engines are in air breathing. Good. And let's do it. Get that up so we know how much fuel going through. We're definitely much heavier now. Our intake air should be awesome. Okay, gear up. There we go. The reason why I have 4 air intakes is simple. I want to keep it balanced so when it goes straight up and at launch, it won't be weird. All right. At full speed, we are consuming 1.20. Oh my! We're just consuming tons of. We're just consuming tons of fuel. Yeah, what's the lowest we can go without really slowing down? Okay, let's try the first notch at third power. We're consuming, it's dropping. You can see right here what I'm looking at. Okay, consumption dropping on to what? Oh, but that's too slow, we're actually losing speed. How about half speed? I want to neither gain speed or lose speed, so all right. These things cause more drag than another type. Alright, there's some speed. Perfect. We are losing speed, correct? Yeah, we're losing speed. A little bit faster. And then we're slowly gaining speed. That's why I want to slowly gain speed. These are fast. I mean, this thing's fast. But I can go to space no problem. And we are losing 61. Alright, I think we got it. I think we got a good design here. And we are halfway in the lower atmosphere, and we are consuming 0.63 and now 64 fuel at just under half a throttle. Alright, this is good, and we will get even better fuel performance in the higher altitudes. And even up there, probably with our rockets. Alright, so let's head back to shore and then try and make a launch system. I'll keep those up for testing. This thing, you don't want to really, this thing has the, this thing likes to pull the G-forces. It concerns a little bit. Jebediah's loving it. Like, what doesn't he love? We could probably land on that, but this thing's really, really not designed to do that. It is a very, very expensive, high-performance, highly futuristic, space plane. It is not meant to land on dead runways like that. You know, off-field landing if it must, but dead runways, no. That is so less into this guy. That's so our Aurora Mk3 days. Or no, that's 18,000 type days right there. Alright, well, let's head into Jebediah's head. And go right here. Alright, where is the runway? Can't really see it. No, we'll cut engines right around there. I see the runway is right there on the tip of my cursor. Okay, let's get a nice good approach. And we're landing on the takeoff part of the runway, but we don't want to. No, we don't want to take it. We don't want to go around like that. We don't want to do that. We want to just go right towards it. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, we're lined up nicely. We're lined up nicely. All right, cut the engine power a little bit. A little bit. Get us moving on to onto the runway. Drop landing. Oh, don't drop landing gear yet. Don't drop it yet. We're moving a little too fast for landing gear. All right, cut engines with control or left control, and now we'll just go right in. Will engines actually get cut? Yes, they will. Okay, good. That means they're rockets, so they take forever to get cut out. Or actually, let's switch to manual control fully. Instead of having ASS on, which is actually, this thing performs really well with ASS on. I forgot I had it on. We're front heavy because of those things. All right, which makes sense. I wonder why there's RAM intakes, those intakes, and other intakes. I wonder if they actually mean anything, or are they just there for looks? I mean, they actually do something, as you can see. They actually have intake air. I guess these things just are. I guess these things weigh more. I guess these things weigh more than the other engines. I mean, than the other intakes. But they have more air intake anyway. So I'll probably just leave it like this, having two of each. Ooh, we're get the engines up on line. Yeah, these things take forever to turn on. So. No, so be careful. Actually, yes, keep going. Okay, so we get the gear out. Okay, just want to gain a little bit speed. Don't gain too much. Might as well the brakes. Alrighty. Bill was pleased there for a second. I guess he saw me looking. There we go. Yeah, Bill's been more happier recently. Maybe it's because we are getting the A3. He likes his new. He likes trying out new airplanes apparently. All right, loose the engines. Whoa, 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 whoa! Hit us too much. All right, prepare for landing. Okay, Lights are coming on. What time is it? In-game time, by the way. Okay, get my right hand on the keyboard so we can, come on, come on, come on. Okay, there we go. Oh, what? Oh, brakes. Okay, that's fine. I was going to turn on the ASS so the thing would be a little bit easier to control, but oh well. I mean, this thing, yeah, I've been having a computer on for this thing, makes sense. And we have landed, alright. And we'll use that much fuel on all that big trip, alright. Which, that's not good, because Aurora Mk3 doesn't use that much. It doesn't use half that much fuel. But then again, the Aurora Mk3 can't go that high. It's not using your Rapier engines, it's using just, well, your standard engines. So, the Aurora Mk3 cannot go, like, that high. I don't think. It's either it can go that high or this high. But there's a point where it just runs out of air to breathe, so it can't go any further. But this thing can actually go high. Lights are not on nail anymore? There we go, lights, there we go. So yeah, it can go that high, but this thing can, because these engines can swap to, these things can swap to closed mode where they become rockets. In this mode, they're air breathing, so they don't use oxidizer, and they're more fuel efficient than the rocket engine than when they're in rocket mode. But in rocket mode, they're more powerful and can go in space. So yeah. So what we're doing with the Hyper Fighter, what we want to do is we want to make it vertically launched, so we can go into high altitudes, if not space, and then from there it can come back down and just break speed rolls in the stratosphere and this part of the atmosphere, which is basically first part of space right there, and just break speed records going around the planet at high speeds. And yeah, we'll see. Now let's recover the vessel. All right, I guess we should add something to the back of those because they look a little bit weird. Yes. But I and Bill come in their back. I guess we should see if Durley's ready to join up. Alright, let's take a look at these air intakes a little bit more closely. Alright, you. Mass 0.0143. These are light, these are medium, and I'll say these are heavy. Yeah, these are much heavier. Yeah, these engines are just heavier, but they get more air performance, so you know what? Yeah, we'll try that. So I make it more balanced, as these actually weigh as much as those. Aurora Mk3 Hyper Fighter. There you go. Yeah, that's a different save swap, but oh well. I wish there was something to make this actually look like it's going back there. How much do these weigh? Those are heavy for for what they are. Oh, these are about the same size. Oh, but these are tiny. Wait, these weigh that much and they're this tiny? What, really? Really? Okay, fine. I'll take these then. They kind of look silly, but oh well, they work. That's the key. They work. Okay, just wait a second. Oh, these are. There we go. Much better, much better. I don't think these will actually. I think having smaller things on the back is a better idea, more realistic than having the big long things, but these should work, I think. Alright, the Aurora Mk3 Hyper Fighter. Let's give it one more. Oh, actually, we're out of time. So you know what? Next episode, we're going to test this thing out one last time. Make sure these changes are solid, and it'll mess with our performance too much. And then after that, we'll start building the launch system and try to figure out how to put this thing on the launch pad. I think it can. I think there's no. I think in 1.0 there's really no way. I mean there's nothing stopping you from putting everything on the launch pad. I don't think, or no swapping between the hangar and the launch pad with these, or not launch pad, but the BAB with these. But we shall see. And we will figure it out when we figure it out. But anyway, so yeah, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys watching this video. It means a lot to me. It also means a lot to me if you to leave a comment there. Tell me what you'd like to me. Tell me if you have any suggestions for the series, like what vehicles you want me to build, or if you have any ideas on how to, if you have any ideas for the Mach 3 as well as Echelon system, please let me know. And also any other tips that you have on how to play Kerbal Space Program is greatly appreciated, even if there are no tips in these comments for a tool that you know tip. And I guess, see you in a second.